Hey guys, Miranda Manticos here, psychic channeler, spiritual teacher. I just did a reading for the masculine. I'm going to post it on the page, and now we're going to do something else, okay? And forgive me, but I have to record all these at once. This is just how I have to do it because I have little ones. So I kind of try to come in and get these done back to back, and then I just shoot them out there, and whoever needs it gets it, okay? All right, so something I wanted to do for this one, for the collective, so I picked 4 decks. I'm just going to pull one card from each deck, but for a reason. Each one of them has its own energy. The teachers are also different, and the messages, it's just different. I like it. I like the fusion of energy. So this one is a sacred geometry deck, by the way, and I'm just going to read the short message on this one. Maybe that's what I'll do on all of them, just for the sake of time. Okay. So I'm just going to pull one. Actually, it just fell out. Okay. All right. Okay. Can you guys see that? Communication. This is the sacred geometrical pattern. And it's communication. I'm going to read it. Okay. The frequency of communication supports our ability to exchange information in different forms. It reminds us to run every piece of information, both incoming and outgoing, through the heart, the center of our truth, to stay in the flow of source and balanced exchange. It's beautiful. And what a perfect example of various types of communication that we're using 4 different decks. Some of them are going to be sacred geometry. One of them is a spirit animal. So there's a variety of communications going on even just in this in this reading. But if we applied that to the collective, it goes back to the message I shared yesterday. Every single one of us has value, is important, and is part of this story in some way, okay? And so, yeah, it's really important to respect that. But as it says, run everything that we experience through the heart. This is going to be our compass. Divine love. And the heart is such a powerful portal. So it can be used many different ways, but it's super wise, loving, and helps you to remain in authenticity. Okay, this one, and by the way, let me just credit the deck. This is the sacred geometry deck that I use. I love it. I've used it for years. So beautiful. Also, if you have a sacred geometry deck, what's nice about this is you can share it like a card anytime to your page. You don't have to do this, but you can. And just seeing the shapes helps people. They don't even have to read it or know what it means. It's okay. It's really all okay. It's not stressful. Okay, so this deck, and I actually have quite a few by Kyle Gray. I actually really love him. Kyle Gray. He's so sweet. If you ever listen to his messages, you can sense his love and his authenticity. And I love his artistry. He's just a good soul, just a sweet soul. So this one is his Angel Guide Oracle. And it's a smaller deck, but it can also be blended with other decks. And so that's nice. So like if you have a deck that you use all the time and you want to throw something in to surprise yourself, you could do that. You could do that with any deck though, okay? Let me just feel. Okay. See this? Take a step back. I don't know who needs to see that, but I'm showing you. And I feel like I need to read this for you because I don't know what his notes are on it, but feels like you're stepping back to look at a situation, okay? But let me just read it. It says, don't be afraid, take charge, or be strong at this time. Sometimes we have to take control in order to be respected and honored. If you feel that your current situation is moving in a direction that isn't serving you, your joy, or your purpose, the message of this card is to put your foot down. I like it, okay? You don't have to be aggressive, but you do need clarity. And unless you step in to that power, it won't unfold. That makes sense. Okay, so coming into your power, speaking your truth, being authentic requires courage and really kind of like a firm step, right? Because we're not going to always agree with everybody. But that's the point, okay? We need you to be authentic. We all need to be authentic. This is how we become the collective that we're dreaming of, is through authenticity. So this is beautiful. It always is, though. I love his decks. So it says, set a good example. Respect yourself. Lead rather than be led. If you're wondering whether to make the next move in a particular situation, this card's telling you to do it. Often angels find it difficult to support us fully unless we make that first move. Meet them halfway now by showing your commitment to moving forward. That's beautiful. It's also kind of, he gives a secondary message to trust your gifts and your potential. Okay, that's a good one for everyone, all of us. You have an opportunity in your career, your personal life, your spiritual life. So go for it. His comments say you're the co-creator with the universe, which we are. So your guides are telling you, take action, do it. Okay. So this is important, very important. Let me see. There's one more thing I want to read to you guys. Hold on. This is so funny. Okay. So hold on. He's taking me back one page. So I'm going to go with this, guys. We never know what's going to happen when we do this. Okay. So right here, I don't know if you can see this because it's backwards. Take a step back. So somebody needed to hear go for it. I don't know why, because I just read this. I read the correct first page, wrong second page. Does that make sense? Which is take charge and action. So that's just how spirit works. What can I tell you? So somebody needs to take charge and take action. And somebody needs to take a step back. So I'm going to read both, okay? So you've heard the message of take charge, take action, go for it, trust yourself. Here's the other one, okay? So it says your angels are guiding you to take a step back. So someone's being guided to do this and reflect before proceeding further. So there's an excitable and action-oriented energy around you at this time, but you're being encouraged to review the situation before you make moves. Remember, you're a sensitive being, and you should the correct steps and intentions not be lined up, you could open yourself up to harsh energies or a situation that could be limiting your growth. In order to have the best experience and a positive outcome, take some time now to meditate on your actions, intentions, and visions and goals. Call in your angels and invite them to guide you to make decisions that will be supportive for your expansion and highest good. That's awesome. It's like kind of giving the message of not rushing, right? Just so you don't miss signals. So basically, pick up on the little subtle things that your angels may be showing you as you make this decision and navigate. So basically, if that's vibing with you, if you're getting that this part of the reading is for you, yeah, let your angels give you some more confirmations and some of those little nudges. And if you wanted to apply that to the next card, okay, if we want to go into the whole take charge and action, sometimes when we make the choice is when the next sign comes, okay? And I don't know what I was reading yesterday, or something came up about this yesterday, but it was essentially that when your guides are trying to help you and you're not always getting the messages, and so it happens to all of us sometimes what they're waiting for is your choice, okay? And when you make that choice, then more confirmations and affirmations come. Does that make sense? So like I'll give you an example, okay? Like say, I don't know, you pick up on something from this reading and it makes sense and it resonates, and then you may head to the store to pick up milk or whatever, and on the way you're going to see like a little card tag that has a confirmation of the message that was in this video, right? That's a way that your angels can give you little signs, right? But sometimes when you're asking for those signs, or like a vision in the clouds or a dream or whatever, okay, sometimes they're waiting to see what you're going to do next. And I think somebody was talking about this yesterday, so I feel like it's relevant again, okay? So I feel like those two cards really do work together. Like you have taken the time to evaluate things. You have done the work. You have considered it. You didn't jump in. But now it's time. Does that make sense? Is that translating what I'm saying? So I feel like that's why Spirit brought that up, because maybe you're overthinking it and it's time to make a decision. When you do, the confirmations will come. That's what I'm feeling. Yep, that's vibing. Okay, I'm gonna get you the next one. I'm trying to move quickly. I know it's a lot. This one's a simple one, and I'm not gonna read the whole message because it's just what I'm hearing is they just need to see it, and they're gonna know. My guides are saying to pull 3, so I'm gonna pull 3. Okay, these are just spirit guides. So, giraffe. The message is see the big picture. Number 29. Okay. I want to tell you something about this. I'm sorry. Something's coming through. Okay. This one is coyote spirit. Trust in divine detours. Number 16. These were both upside down. Okay. So I'm getting the feeling that this is like, what do we want to call this spirit? Heavier energy, roots, deep healing. Okay, so big picture, you need the big picture and trust in the detour, even if it's making you feel heavy. Okay, and don't run from the heavy, don't run from the shadow work. I know it sucks sometimes, it does, but it also leads to our greatest healing. Okay. And this one was upright, okay? So this one is Bobcat Spirit. I like the pictures. I love art. Y'all know I paint. So I always like to share these. It's beautiful. I love it. There's some sacred geometry in all of these too. I don't know if you can see their mask, but that's all sacred geometry. So beautiful. Bobcat Spirit is life is a mystery. And I literally can confirm that that came up in a session yesterday. That our guides and even our higher self is purposely not showing us certain things. We're supposed to have fun in all this chaos that we're experiencing sometimes, which I know that sounds crazy, but that's the truth. And the session I did yesterday, and this was a QHHT, this is Dolores Cannon's hypnosis method, and I practice her method of hypnosis. I also do my own, I was doing a session of with her technique, and the higher self literally kind of basically said, I know you guys want to know everything, but you requested not to know everything when you came here. Why? Because your soul is so advanced, for one thing, okay? So sometimes it like takes out all the fun when you have all the answers, okay? So that's some of it. The other aspect of that is your growth and development happens as you unfold the mystery. It basically is sort of like a puzzle that is your story. And as you unlock different parts of your healing, you get more information. And the carrot that's being dangled here is we want to know things, right? We want to understand. But what our guides are pushing us to do is unlock our own keys and heal and address the body to get that information. So it's kind of like, I'll give you a carrot if you take a step in the direction of your healing. If you get a little uncomfortable, I'll give you more, right? That's kind of the message of spirit there. So it's like really relevant that life is a mystery sometimes, right? And I always like to say that Earth is the great mystery school. She is our teacher, and she's amazing. And sometimes she hits us with stuff we don't understand in her wisdom, okay? That's okay. We don't have to understand everything. No problem. Keep going. Enjoy the mystery. Who doesn't love a good mystery? All right, one more. I know. But the whole deck falls out. Do we need all of them? We don't have time for all of them. Okay, hold on. Maybe that's what Spirit's reminding me. Okay, this is the animal book, and my kids drew on it, so just, there you go. And then the one I'm pulling from now that just fell all over the floor. Hold on, let me give you the cover. Here we go. It's beautiful. Okay. Rebecca Campbell, The Ancient Stones Oracle. Okay, ancient stones are our record keepers. And I've seen in sessions, I'm going to pick these up. There's like so many. Maybe I should show them all to you. We can't read them all though, okay? I'll just flash them. How about that? I'm going to do the first stack. So record keepers, in sessions that I've done with people who were of the Fae, the stones were the giants, okay? And they're like, they don't move, right? They're mountains, and they're literally like embodiment of Akashic records. It's like, it's incredible to encounter, and there's so much loving energy. But all stones are sacred. I cherish, even just if I find a little pebble on the ground, I know that its energy is sacred and special, and I work with them, all of them. Okay, so I'm just going to show these all because I feel like what's also weird is the way this deck fell. I'm going to show you. I'm barely moving these, and they literally fell with like this. Can y'all see how they fell? They fell like this, like in a straight line. What the heck? Okay, here we go. I'm just going to read it all, and I'll try to show you the pictures because they're beautiful. In a row, the healing stones: tenderness, care, gentleness, good luck, auspicious, wishes are granted, blessings, returning, spiritual journey, growth, renewal, healed. Boundary stones: negotiations, contracts, communication. Singing stones: transmit your vibration, use your voice. Pave your own way, leadership, courage, forge, don't follow. Scrying, I love my scrying. Trust your visions, intuition, plant seeds. Stone of destiny, life path, ambition, passion, yes. The edge, take a chance, do something different. The obstacle, find another road. You know that other card, right? So if you're feeling the heavy because something got shut down and a door was closed, okay, here's your confirmation. That's because there's another way to do this, an easier way, a better way, okay? So when the stones present you with an obstacle, those are our teachers, right? Earth, the mystery school, crystal, crystalline, the crystalline body, all the sacred knowledge is tied into her, okay? When she shuts a door, just know that's because another one is opening and it's better, okay? And it doesn't mean that you can't have your feelings or grieve or mourn something that is over. That's okay. Please do it, because you don't want to hold that in the body. But just know that it's because there's another opportunity, okay? And so I'm going to just flash these pictures really quick in the order they came, and then I'm going to pick up the other two stacks. And, okay, the healing stones, beautiful. Good luck. Look how beautiful. And it's a protection stone too, by the way. You are protected. Ooh, returning. The labyrinth. That's been coming up all week. We are returning home. We are home. We are the home, okay? Returning to self is about authenticity. So we're doing it. Boundary stones. Yep. Just had this discussion today. Have to do it sometimes, right? And boundaries are loving. It's not unloving to set boundaries, okay? You're not here to be a martyr. You're not here to hurt yourself for other people, okay? Boundaries are an act of love. Self-love is the first love. You cannot love others properly if you don't love yourself, and loving yourself sometimes means boundaries, okay? Singing stones. Use your voice. Come on, guys. Let's do it. Pave your own way. You are not here to be led. You are here to lead. I love this deck. Scrying. When I was little, I used to scry in the mirror, and I didn't know that's what I was doing. But I found out, and I guess it's all the lifetimes that I've been a spiritual practitioner. I just did it naturally. But yeah, very beautiful. You can scry in the mirror, you can scry in water, you can scry with stones. But it does take some practice if you haven't done it before, and guidance if you need it. So you can always look into that. But it just, scrying is about being willing to see, right? So visions, intuition, it's not like you have to technically know this process, but it just means trusting what your body is showing you and what visions you're having and symbolisms and such, and not to fear it. That's really important, especially if you actually are going to scry, because sometimes you might see something dark, right? Or you might see something you don't understand, or a mystery. Here's that mystery card coming up again. Don't fear it. Just trust, okay? Stone of Destiny. You see the sword and the stone? I literally just saw this yesterday. It popped up. What we thought was King Arthur's sword versus like the real story and the location and all this, that came up yesterday. So, yeah. Destiny. Okay. the edge. Well, aren't we all on the path right now doing something different? Don't we want to see something different? Let's do it. Nothing changes till you change it. I learned that the hard way. I feel like I've learned that so many times. We gotta change. We have to be willing to change, right? It's okay. Just remember, again, you grow outside your comfort zone. That's where growth happens. I've experienced it. I'm sure you've experienced it. So just go with it, okay? Obstacles are not really obstacles. They're a redirection. Choose a different path, okay? Here's the second stack. I don't know, but here we go. All right. I'm going to show you in the order they fell, and some of them are upside down, okay? So they were like this, okay? This is how they fell. And on top is the 2 upside down cards, okay? So lay it on the altar, hand it over, soften, surrender, forgive. That's beautiful. And this is upside down, so these are those deeper hurts, woundedness, heaviness. Ancient is what I'm hearing, but it can also manifest in this life, okay? Because your body remembers. Just know that. Even when your mind doesn't, your body remembers, okay? Lay it on the altar. Forgive. Let go. One of the big ones, I'm feeling it right now, is Mother Earth and the sacred feminine and the galactic mothers, us, the womb keepers. We were so violated. That's a big one. And I felt that rage. I know I felt it. And I had to work through my healing. And sometimes I still have to, okay? So it could be something like that. That feeling that we've been abused and misused so many times. And it's so heavy. Give it to the goddess, okay? Let her help you. Another upside down, live the question. Curiosity, open your mind. Live into it, okay? And this is upside down. I feel like this is just my vibe. You're being encouraged to explore the heavier energies, okay? Like the dark creative matter, the womb space. That, you know, when you want to understand something, see, it's saying the question, live the question, allow your life to teach you the answer, go with it, and the answer will come. But don't be afraid, because remember, this one's upside down. Don't be afraid if the answer you're seeking lies in a dark story that happened in the past or something from your childhood. It's all able for it to be witnessed, able for it to heal, you know, and able for you to learn from it. This is also why I tell people, if you need sessions, it doesn't have to be me. It could be some practitioner that you're comfortable with, or, you know, whoever you trust. But get help when you need it, okay? And also, I'm a strong advocate for therapy. I think that therapy, talk therapy, EMDR, hypnotherapy, I'm a hypnosis practitioner, but hypnotherapy, all these things are tools that can help you get past that heavy stuff, okay? So that you can integrate it is really the better word. I'm not trying to tell you to bypass it. I want you to integrate it. I want you to transmute it. It needs to become light. The only way to do that is to see it, okay? So that's what I feel like those 2 are for. The Hagstone, this is protection. You're protected. I have a few Hagstones actually that have just been found in my backyard. Love it. You're safe. You can do this. You can do this dark feminine healing. Okay? I just have to do it too, guys. We're doing it. All right. Stepping stones. Take the next step. Simplicity. Focus. Keep going. If you do, hidden treasure. Says you're on the right track. Gift reveal. Look how beautiful. I absolutely love this deck. Okay. And you know, I know this is a long message, but I guess those who watch the whole thing are getting all these little benefits. Those who have the focus to come through it will get the benefits. Wisdom Keeper. This is the one by itself. Guys, look how special. Look at that. A new perspective, study and learning. Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful. So special. I love it, you guys. And that's what I feel like. All you guys that are seeing owls, someone, I can't remember which page, it's one of my friends on TikTok. he posted an owl. He saw one flying over the other night when he was watching for orbs and drones. And I was like, he's a wisdom keeper. He doesn't know it yet. Maybe he does. But wisdom keepers, guys, the stones, they're so amazing. And by the way, this deck, if you've never used an oracle deck or a meditation deck, because years ago is when I started using these, but I didn't for like my whole life because I was always really controlled by the religion that I grew up in and taught to fear these things. But these decks are so beautiful and amazing. Great ways to meditate. As you could tell from every single card that I showed, they're positive, they're loving. These are loving messages. You do not have to do a deck that you're not ready for, okay? It's okay. Do what you're ready for. But definitely, you know, try something different because you could learn from it, okay? And when you need assistance, yeah, we're here, okay? So I love you all so much. I know this is a long one, but worthy of hearing it. And yeah, you're awesome.